Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So today we're really taking a look at the Rackless rack in Timeless format. So what is going on with this deck? There is no rack in the deck, but you're calling it the rack. Well, from the newest set, Bloomburrow, we got this card called Bandit's Talent. It's another class type that was introduced with the newest set, and this card is kind of like 3 cards in one. Level 1, it's a 2-mana discard 1, not that great. But what's great here is that they can't just discard a land, because if they want to discard a land, they actually have to discard 2 lands. A lot of these 2-mana discard spells let your opponent choose to discard 1 card, and what ends up happening is they discard a land. But Bandit's Talent says you cannot discard just 1 land if you want to discard a land. So interestingly enough, this kind of forces your opponent into discarding a non-land card, which makes the expensive 2-mana discard spell into a pretty decent spell, in my opinion. But when it gets to level 2, by just paying 1 more mana, it becomes the rack. You know, quote-unquote the rack, but it does deal 1 less damage. And if you level it up to 3, now, at the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card for each opponent who has 1 or fewer cards in their hand, which is pretty cool. Because most of the times, you're going to want to Dark Ritual into Liliana, right? So you're going to go down on cards, your opponent's going to go down on cards. So the fact that this Bandit's Talent is 3 cards in 1, also letting you get some card advantage later on, makes this card pretty flexible. I'm not sure how this is gonna go. This deck is definitely gonna be more on the experimental side. So having said that, I'm gonna be hopping over to some Timeless Special 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Thoughtseize, Plunder, Ashiok. Oh my god, that is a lot of counter spells. I mean, I guess we have to get rid of a spell snare so I can go maybe a 2-mana card here. My opponent tops it. Plunder. Oh, that is huge. That is actually pretty humongous. Is it not? They have a Stifle. Stifle is kind of annoying, but I think we can just get around it by not cracking it. Probably get rid of Flame of Noor. Because it can kill our Orcish Bowmaster. Okay, so what's the plan here? We Demonic Tutor for maybe another Thoughtseize? And then next turn, we're going to play the Orcish Bowmaster. Unless I want to crack now, and then they Stifle. Then maybe we Bowmaster? No. We shouldn't Bowmaster yet. Call the Lek. Probably... Man, Lightning Bolt is kind of annoying, actually. I'm trying to get them to use the mana drain, right? Whoa. Oh, I needed to do the Orcish Bowmaster there, but it wouldn't let me play the Orcish Bowmaster after resolving the Lightning Bolt. That's kind of annoying. That is actually pretty brutal. What happened there? Okay, so let's play the Deathray Shaman. And then we spell Snare. And then we hold up a Bowmaster because this could be like a Flame of Banor. And then we Bandit's Talent. That's fine. Level that up. Kind of awkward calling ritual plus Bandit's Talent. Very nice draw. Looks like they have a Stifle or something. Wow. That's their third Lightning Bolt. Pretty unfortunate. So what happened that game? They got their second mana drain just in time. And then they brainstormed into a Flame of Banor. That's what happened. Unfortunately. I don't know if I need Toxic Deluge. Like, I feel like Fatal Push should be fine. And we're just gonna discard City. Maybe another Ashiok instead of a Fatal Push. Almost there to the finish line, but nope. Couldn't get there. This is actually really good because we can go Kozilek into a Deathray Shaman. They're most likely going to go Thunder Trap. Then we're gonna go Liliana. No.
Dream big tonight.
I don't think I used the Ashiok to mill. I guess there is a Lightning Bolt that I have to worry about if they have Snapcaster Mage.
Epilogue of fear.
Might actually have backfired because of that card there. I can't play out my Orcish Bowmaster now. Darn. Like, me trying to play around the Snapcaster Mage actually backfired. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, I think I am going to flash in one of them because I am trying to make them tap out. I should do this now because they don't have Flame of Nor. Yeah, this Liliana should have come down a long time ago. Very awkward. Yeah, very awkward. Pretty good. 2 lands. Yeah, being stuck here doesn't feel good, doesn't it? Man, we really struggled to draw a land here. 13 cards. Yeah, we just can't draw our lands.
A little too real for me. I'll return while you slumber.
Hello, game. I would like to draw a land. That would be very much appreciated. It's a tap land. I'm doing this now because I'm probably just gonna be chump blocking the whole. Seven, 8, 9. Another Bandit's Talent. Wow, we actually won a game with the rack. Okay. Pretty hype. I'm gonna bring back a Fatal Push. I might actually play Surgicals as well. Just because, like, our deck looks at their hand a lot. I feel like it could be useful. But is it better than the other cards, though? Maybe it's better than Go Blank. Going second, especially. Yeah, I'll actually just go down on a Fatal Push. Well, we have a Liliana turn 1. That's cool. My opponent hard mulliganed for potential stifle. Thank God they don't have it.
This is
is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my... You won't be outsmarting me.
I think we need to just find lands. Lands.
Drop it.
Snapcaster Mage. I thought they would have another Snapcaster Mage if they actually discarded the Snapcaster Mage, but they actually didn't have anything.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Okay. Not bad.
Don't overthink things.
Gotta find the land. Gotta find the land.
Ooh. Normally, I'm the one who chooses who lives and who dies.
I'm not sure if this is actually a good play, but I feel like this way, like if they want to keep the blue source, then they don't have a red source, you know?
Drop it.
Oh my god, where are the lands? It's not like this deck plays
You
few
won't be
lands either.
outsmarting me.
Like, we play 22 lands. Like, that's respectable. Right? That's respectable.
We all have things we'd rather.
Yeah, I feel like this... The fact that we haven't drawn a land
You're gonna regret
still
that.
is kind of ridiculous, honestly. The thing is, it doesn't even have to be...
Don't overthink things.
a land. It can even be a dark ritual as well. So, we actually have, like, 24 hits at the moment. Like, the fact that we haven't seen a 24 cards yet is kind of ridiculous, honestly.
It's no fun when they hit back.
Yeah, one of the 24 cards and we were good to go, but yeah, like we just couldn't find them. Like, this is ridiculous. Yeah, this is quite absurd. The only reason the opponent is even in this game is because of that, honestly. The opponent drew a surgical, it seems. Nice. I'm just gonna do it now, because they don't really have a way to answer my threats, because I know opponent has a surgical. They don't have a counter spell at the moment. And even if they draw like a removal spell, they can't really do it. So they're gonna surgical now. Maybe on the Liliana. Yeah, I think I would have done the same. But they might actually yeah, they might just give up. Me and a land issue, name a more iconic duo. Loris? Sure. Should I go Deathrise Shaman first? Cameo. Into a bubble.
How am I supposed to focus on only one project?
Oh, I could have just gone... Maybe I should have just gone Ashiok. Yeah, maybe I should have just gone Ashiok there. Hmm. I could have definitely gone Ashiok. I kind of regret it, actually. With how many fetch lands they have. Yeah, I kind of regret it. Not going Ashiok. I'll probably go Ashiok now. We'll see. Oh, you're gonna transform now? Okay. Fine by me.
This is not just a battle of arms, but of ideas. Use your words.
I think I'm just gonna go Ashiok here. Or should I go Liliana? It's probably better to go Ashiok.
Do you mind?
Because it's gonna make their land drops worse.
Fear, terror, and horror. This is my.
Okay, we got a board wipe out and a removal spell.
Aggression is unbecoming.
Nice. Nice. Okay, so we're going second. Calling Ritual unironically removes the Planeswalker side, which is kind of cool. But I don't think we want this. I think we just want... So going second, probably another Ashiok. I kind of want one copy of Surgical. Do I want to go down on Blood Sheep's Thirst? Maybe a copy of a Disruptor Flute instead of a Toxic Deluge. I can't keep this. Or can I? Going second on the draw with the Thoughtseize and a Fatal Push. We obviously skillfully draw land. Those are very pesky, isn't it? Alternatively, I could have taken Orcish Bowmaster. So they're forced to play that. And then we could have Fatal Pushed. Or they just have it again. That's also fine. So the plan here is to probably flash an Orcish Bowmaster on opponent's turn or Disruptor Flute. If I had mana, I would have actually gone for it because I know I can play the Ashiok next turn, but because I don't have the mana, I guess they have spells there plus Drown in the Lock though. A Thoughtseize. It's very convenient. That's gonna get a Drown in the Lock out of the way, and then we can Surgical the other Drown in the Lock. What? Why would you play this? Wait, Legion's Hand? What? Wait, what? Hold on. Okay. So we get Drown in the Lock out of the way. Then we get Drown in the Lock. Boom. That one. This one. Wait, you only play 2 copies. Unlucky. They brought 2 Test of Talents as well. Fatal Push. Their only removal spell at the moment is a Fatal Push. Well, and Legion's End, but...
No! I'm late
into
for
a
class.
Tameo. I could Ashiok. Does that do anything? I don't think so. Make them waste one of the spell snares. A Liliana. The problem is they have a Legion's End. I don't know why they have a Legion's End. If only I had 1 more mana. That would be nice. These Tameos are very annoying, isn't it? These Tameos are very, very annoying. So they're gonna use their Legion's End now. And then we're gonna Liliana. Get rid of a Tameo. They can see our entire hand. I could Disruptor Flute the clues. Oh, you can't. Oh, interesting. I didn't think, I didn't know that. Really? Oh, Test of Talent. Okay, that's... I'm not sure why they decided to top the spell snare. Because of the Bandit's talent? I mean, definitely a mistake by me, right? I thought the Disruptor Flute can...
Every plane has stories to share.
put the clue in check, but...
Silence is not the answer.
yeah, that's not the case. I'm pretty sad.
We'll have this fight finished before brunch. Drop it.
Otherwise, I could have called like multiple different things like this, like... maybe I should have just called it Tameo. Definitely a huge mistake by me. I could have prevented this from happening. Definitely.
I am not defenseless.
Okay, I think they got me. I don't even think, even if the Tamio didn't transform, I don't think we would have been in a good spot. I don't think so. They have a lot of creatures. They have a lot of creatures. I thought I was gonna be okay, but their creature count is actually pretty high. Yeah, I mean, like, I think I lost that game on my own volition. Like, I think I could have definitely done a lot better. Like, so many things could have gone better. I regret it a lot.
Curious. I must investigate this scroll further.
I feel like we're losing to Tamio a lot, right? Every time Tamio's up, we're having a pretty difficult time. Ash Shocker would be nice.
I'd rather avoid a fight. But I'm not respect the library.
Happy to help. You won't be outsmarting me.
Well, this time around, we didn't have a Thoughtseize or Kozilek's, right? So maybe this hand was actually a mulligan. Yeah, perhaps. Perhaps.
I've read nearly the entire. Use your words.
Ooh. A tap land. A tap land.
One of your friends has to leave.
That's unfortunate.
Stop interrupting my work.
They can kill the Liliana. They can. Definitely can. It does make me pretty sad that we're even in this spot, because I feel like if I just played the game 2 better, this wouldn't have happened.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave.
Don't underestimate me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sad about what happened here. Wow, okay.
Oh,
That's a win for
this is
me.
one of my favorites.
That is a win for me.
I've learned enough.
But we do have Hive of the High Tyrant and Bandit's Talent. I don't know. Are we winning? I guess it would be like a fatal push away from just winning the game, you know? Not attacking. Kind of crazy. They are technically low. Like, if we just rush out the Hive here, we're dealing 5 damage. 7 damage if they attack and they don't draw into another creature or removal spell. Like if they draw into a counter spell, they could die potentially. They should wait on this for the hive. So which one goes first? Apnap? Active player goes first, so the bandit's talents... Oh, okay. That's a lot of damage though. I feel like this was a throw. Because they weren't dead. Now you have to answer this and this. Alright, GG's. Not a fan of this hand. But I'm gonna keep it just because this is game 1. Like, this could be a Demir control. I kind of hope it is. Doesn't seem to be the case. We are living in a nightmare. Actually, the worst card we could have seen there. I think the best course of action that I can see is we take the God of Souls and I play Bandit's Talent and then they discard these 2 lands. Or they discard the Juggernaut and then they play the Amped Raptor, but the Amped Raptor gives them like hits a removal spell or something like that. Otherwise, I don't see myself actually getting out of this situation because we are kind of screwed. Wow. Okay. You know, I expected them to like maybe potentially discard just because they have Ragavan as well. And I thought they were gonna discard the Juggernaut Peddler or something like that, but I did not expect the Amped Raptor to be discarded, to be honest with you. Ooh. Ooh la la. Do I go for the Thoughtseize, even though they have a Loris? I think the plan here is Surveil and Fatal Push. Surveil and Fatal Push. Let's try to look for Culling Ritual or Toxic Luge. I would like to win another game with the rack, though. That would be nice. Ooh, nice top deck. Into another nice card. Bowmaster would have been probably the best card we could have drawn. But I guess the only card that can get us out here is a Toxic Deluge. One time? One time. I'll even take a Demonic Tutor. I'll even take a Demonic Tutor. That's not a Demonic Tutor. That is far from it. What's going on? So now the only card that really gets us out of this is a Toxic Deluge or a Calling Ritual. I'll take either one of them. Okay, that's fine. We're still in it. Okay, I can't Toxic Deluge anymore, so it has to be Calling Ritual.
Nightmares are the palette for my greatest work. I leave you with one last nightmare.
Okay, Mihawk Massacre, Toxic Deluge. So we got 4 board wipes. Blood Chief. Gonna take out the Thought Seizes. I think I'm gonna play a Disruptor Flute for the Goblin Bombardment, a Johnny Planeswalker, and Chthonian Nightmare. Let's try that. Okay. Okay, there goes one of my board wipes. Another land. I guess I could have done 1 damage there. Okay, this is good. Wow. What to do? Probably okay to Toxic Deluge here, right? Maybe not. Let's just go with Bandit's talent. Because the thing is, even if I Toxic Deluge, it's not like that great. They went with the Orcish Bowmaster. Forcing me into a situation where I have to do this. No lands though. I'm definitely being greedy, right? I'm definitely being greedy. But I feel like you have to do that to win against this deck. Another Ragavan. Well, that's not gonna work. Because one of their creature is an orc army token, so... I mean, I am still taking a bit of damage here. I have to block, and then we Toxic Deluge next turn. The problem is, they have Loris, which we can technically, if we draw land, we can get rid of. But currently we are struggling at drawing lands here, as usual. I can just draw one land, that'd be nice. They're probably gonna play the Raptor or the Bowmaster. Okay, that is actually not bad.
I am that which your final terror is upon you.
Oh no. Nice find. Don't really have a choice, so... Okay, that's insane. Pretty good.
You delectable snack.
Yeah, I think we lost, unfortunately. Unless we find another. Toxic Deluge?
This has been a nightmare.
I will prove my worth to my pride.
Does this fatal push matter? It doesn't, right? If I play this, they can just get back the Loris. Tough game. Tough game. Okay, so... played quite a bit of games with this deck. It went nowhere. It really did go nowhere. I thought the Bandit's talent was actually pretty cool, despite us not really going nowhere. I thought the Bandit's talent was actually really good. But I think the problem is Liliana is not a good core in this current meta because of energy. That's really about it, honestly. I kid you not, if the energy was not part of the meta at the moment, I think this deck could have some potential. But the problem with the Liliana is that it doesn't mind the -2 doesn't really work versus an energy deck, does it? Like Orcish Bowmaster can just kill the Liliana if you minus. Like there's like 3 different creatures energy has that splits into 2 creatures, so the Liliana is just really bad. Like for example, Raptor can poop out another creature. A Johnny poops out another creature. Orcish Bowmaster poops out another creature. So Liliana, not particularly very well suited for this meta, honestly. But when it works, it's actually pretty sick. Dark Ritual into Liliana, make them discard a bunch of cards. And the fact that like the Bandit's talent is like 3 things at once. Card advantage, discard spell, and the rack effect. Just a pretty nice card in general, especially when you can pair that up with the Dark Ritual, right? Like a very nice mana sink. And I was able to kill 2 opponents today with this effect. But yeah, the matchup versus energy, just not very good. I think I can definitely make it better, but it would become a totally different deck. Like for example, like you get rid of the Liliana, put 1 ring in, get rid of Ashok, put some Sheoldreds in, put more like main deck Toxic Deluge, things like that. And the deck will become a lot better versus a creature deck such as the Energy. But, you know, that's gonna become a totally different deck. That won't have a Bandit's talent in it, so it's not really gonna be a rack deck. It's gonna become, you know, something like on mono black mid range, you know? Yeah, unfortunately, this brew was not it, but I thought it was still cool. It maybe in a different meta where the energy gets pushed out. This deck might have some legs, but if 50% of the ladder are gonna be energy, then it's not gonna do too well. But yeah, that is gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye.